Hi there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day, hope you're having a great week. Today I'm going to be doing my preview to the Watford game away at Watford on Sunday. But before I get into it, I just wanted to say apologies for not having a vlog or a preview for the Liverpool game Monday night, because I was away in Rome with the family. So if you didn't know that already, now you know. I was away but back, ready to go now. And I think before we start this video, I wanted to just give you my thoughts on that Liverpool game. I did tweet about it and I did mention it also on another video, but I feel that overall I was really impressed with how we played. I thought that we defended well in the first half, and I thought that we looked really good on the counter actually against Liverpool. Liverpool were surprisingly solid, and it was a gritty side of their game that we haven't really seen from them, and I think that was really impressive on their part, which made it hard for us at times when we were attacking. But yeah, I was impressed with the first half, and I really do feel that if that penalty didn't happen just for half time, we could have gone on to get maybe a point, or you never know, a win, but definitely got something out of the game, which, you know, it's a bit frustrating that the penalty was given. It's one of those that if that happens against your team, you're going to be gutted and you're going to be accusing them of diving, but on replays, in modern football, that nowadays that is deemed as a foul, and I do think it has to be looked at by the FA and then just refereeing in general, because I don't think that should be given as a foul, because if it's outside the box, more than likely the ref's going to wave play on to stuff like that. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed it was given, but I can understand it. It probably was a pen at the end of the day. Wan-Bissaka for me was man of the match. I thought it was brilliant. With the cameras on him yet again, he's performing against big teams. And I honestly think, put in the comments below, do you think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a better right back right now than Trent Alexander-Arnold? I think it's a really good debate. Both these two young fullbacks, future England stars one day, potentially, more so Alexander-Arnold at the moment. But I think they're both doing so well at the level they're playing at, and their age, to just slot into their respective teams and be playing the way they are. It's a really good debate. Who do you think's the better right back right now? Who are you most excited about seeing in the future? But yeah, I thought, despite even though he got a red card, he was still my man of the match, and I thought he had a great game. But in general, 2-0, it was a good game, and the 2-0 was on the break. We were actually looking good. We were attacking really well, trying to get that equaliser towards the end of the game. Even with 10 men, it kind of gave us incentive to go on further. So overall, lost 2-0, but very happy with the performance, and hopefully that means we have a good continue that good performance into the game on Sunday. So guys, let's get straight into the preview for the Watford game on Sunday. Of course, Watford, they've just had a win away at Burnley in the league, so they've got 100% record so far, 6 points out of 6. Really good opening day victory against Brighton as well. So they're in good spot right now, and I think it's unlikely they're going to change their team that much, or at all maybe. I think Deeney and Andre Gray will start up front. I think that sort of attack line, they normally play 4-4-2. I think that really complements each other, having a sort of target man and a quick, pacey player to run off of him. It's something that a lot of Palace fans, definitely myself, I've talked about it a lot, really wanted to see a few years ago with Gale and Murray. It seemed like Pardew refused back then to play two strikers up front, even though we saw, Christian Ball's a great example, we saw how well Murray and Gale could have linked up and playing 1-2s with each other, etc, etc. So I think that could be a real threat to us, the link-up play between Deeney and Gray. It seems to have worked so far. And also, the key man I think for Watford to look out for is Pereira right now. I have spoken to Jakey recently, and I do know that how much he loves him, and of course he mentioned in one of his vlogs for 90 Min about Pereira. I think it was in their last 5 or 6 goals he has been part, either assist or scoring in their last 5 or 6 goals. So he's been really hot form at the moment. He's been on really hot form, and he'll definitely be a danger man to watch out for. We've got to really close him down, I think, and prevent him having the time to pick out passes and get forward. That's my look at the Watford side. For me, what I think will happen in the game, I hope we set up the same way we have been. It's been working. It's been really good football. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka is going to be suspended for this game, so Ward will naturally slot in there, which again, really good cover to have. Ward signing that extension in the summer was really important. That's really good cover to have with Wan-Bissaka there on the bench. It's really good squad depth now that you look at the bench with Kiatu, Ayew on there as well. For me, even though he played a really good game, and he always is reliable, James McArthur, I love him to bits, obviously the Scottish Iniesta. I really think he's a great asset to the team, but I do think I want Maya to slot into the side for this Watford game. He obviously got a good 10 minutes or so under his belt, maybe a little less against Liverpool. He looked lively, he looked good on the ball. He had one little dribble where he took on a couple of Liverpool players and got round them. He looks like he's, you know, his dribbling looks really good. But that's all you could really see from him in that game. He didn't really have any other opportunities. So I think Maya now is pretty much, after this week's training as well, will be fully fit and ready. And I think that his ability to pick up the ball from the back and do that Kabay role, bringing it forward into the attackers, is really crucial for how we play. And I think that I'd like to see him start in the next game. Not to say that McArthur deserves to be dropped, he absolutely doesn't. But I think Maya will bring that boost, a bit of a boost to the side. And I think he's ready. And Watford's a good game to bring him into. So for me, I think apart from Ward coming in at right back and Maya coming into the middle, I think it'll be an unchanged team. As you can tell from the graphic here, I think we'll line up exactly the same way in that 4-4-2 system, matching up with Watford, playing Zaha and Benteke up front, and Schlupp, Townsend out wide. The rest of the team is, like I said, exactly the same. So that's my team. That's how I think we'll set up and how I want to see us set up. How I think the game will go and score prediction, I'm hoping that we, like I said, go at them like the Liverpool game. Don't need to sit as deep as it's Watford, but I want to see that defensive structure again, you know, just shutting everything out but then breaking quickly. That's something that we've been so good at over the years, not just in this Hodgson side, but that's been key to how we've stayed up in previous seasons. I want to see that again. In terms of score prediction, I want to go, I predicted for 90 min. Obviously 90 min channel is in the comment in the description below, so do click on 90 min and watch the fans preview for yesterday, and you can hear my thoughts on the game in that as well. But in that prediction for the score, I did do 2-1. I'm going to stick with 2-1. I'm never confident with us getting a clean sheet, even though we did against Fulham, a really good performance. I'm never too confident with us keeping a clean sheet because it's Palace and Watford's form they're in and everything. I think that they will score. So realistically, I'm hoping we get a draw out of this and just something to keep the ball rolling. But you know, it's going to be a tough game. I think a lot of Palace fans are going into it thinking, oh, this should be 3 points. If we should be getting 3 points out of this, and yeah, that's a good argument to have. But you've got to also look at the form that Watford are in, and they've just beaten Burnley 3-1, you know, at their own place, which is, we know how tough that is from last season. So I definitely don't think we should overlook this, especially as their fans see this as a real rivalry now. Because of results in previous years, it kind of makes this game a bit more of a rivalry than it should be. Obviously, Watford fans really don't like Zaha. They think he dives and etc, etc. And he's skinned them every time he's played against them. So they're going to be up for it, the fans, which will probably make it much more lively in the ground. So I am looking forward to it. It should be a great away day vlog. So guys, that's my prediction. Those are my thoughts. If you want to add your thoughts, as always, comment below. Always love to read your comments and interact with you guys in the comment section. So if that's where you want to get your view across, please put that down below. And also, I know there's not been too many videos during the week. I want to ask your thoughts on what you would like me to do in the channel. Obviously, I'm doing previews, we'll be doing reviews and vlogs. Palace dailies, whenever that happens. I normally, if something comes up without Palace, I'll just do a quick video on that and upload it. But apart from those videos, is there anything you want to see on the channel, anything you want me to do, upload during the week, anything you're interested in? Of course, comment below, we'll read them and I will let you know my thoughts on what you want to see on the channel. Absolutely will love to interact with you guys over that. So get commenting, let's hear your predictions as well. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you're going to Watford on Sunday, I will be there. So if you see me around, I'd love to chat with you guys and talk about the game, talk about the channel, etc, etc. Hope you enjoy the game. So come on, Palace, let's do this. Let's get a good result. Like, share and subscribe, guys.